Hello and welcome back to GolfLoopz, the golf podcast for kids. This is episode 10. We made it to double figures, and to celebrate, this week GolfLoopz is not sitting at home watching golf on TV. We are at the Open Championship. GolfLoopz is at Royal Birkdale all week, bringing you the sights, the sounds, the players, the crowds, and everything that makes the Open week so special. Because this is not just another golf tournament, this is the Open, golf's original championship. Today we're looking at its incredible history, what makes links golf different, the challenge of Royal Birkdale, and who might lift the claret jug on Sunday. Let's go. So the first Open was played in Scotland all the way back in 1860. Back then there were no giant grandstands, television cameras or enormous prize funds. Just 8 professional golfers playing 3 rounds of Prestwick's 12-hole course all on the same day. The winner was a guy called Willie Park Sr. He did not receive the now famous claret jug. Oh no, our Willie took home a red Moroccan leather belt for his troubles with a bling silver buckle. It seems that the first Open was the UFC of its day, and we might still be playing for that same belt today if it wasn't for another dude with a great Scottish name, young Tom Morris, who won the Open 3 years in a row, which meant you got to keep the belt forever, meaning a new trophy had to be found, and that led to the claret jug, which is still played for now. As you probably guessed, the Open is the oldest of golf's 4 major championships. It's more than 35 years older than the US Open, and it's golf's original championship. It's been won by legends like old Tom Morris, Bobby Jones, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, Seve Ballesteros, Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. And a lot of people sometimes call it the British Open. Its official name is simply the Open. Nothing more is required when you're the original and the best. Now, the Open is played on old-style links courses beside the sea. These are the original golf courses and are built on sandy, coastal ground among natural dunes and rolling land. That creates firm fairways, deep bunkers, thick rough, strange bounces and lots of wind. The biggest difference with links golf, and therefore the Open, is the ground game. This ground is so hard that the ball runs for miles and takes crazy bounces, but you also have to be able to use the ground and run your ball around the course to be able to win. Now, GolfLoopz was out on some holes on Tuesday and Royal Birkdale is crispy. Proper link style. Real golf sickos like me are absolutely loving it. The fairways are hard, dry and burnt out. The course is yellow and brown, not green, and it's so hard in places you can bounce a golf ball right back up into your hand. I'm telling you guys, it is magnificent. The other constant factor being beside the seaside is wind. Probably lots of it. Even though the weather here is really hot and really good, wind is always present on the British coast, giving another element for the players to contend with. And some of the shots you'll see this week will be so cool. There'll be low punt shots beneath the wind, putters from 50 yards, and hopefully a few stingers which barely get off the ground but run out almost 300 yards. You see, links golf rewards imagination, and it's just so cool to watch. As I said, this year the Open is being played at Royal Birkdale in Southport near Liverpool on the northwest coast of England. It's one of the great Open venues. An Open week has a look all of its own. When you arrive you can feel it and see it. The grandstands are dressed in that distinct deep navy blue. The enormous scoreboards shine bright yellow across the course, and the flags snap and flap in the wind above the green, showing the players exactly what they are dealing with. Against those pale, sun-baked fairways and towering sand dunes, it creates a scene that looks unmistakably like the Open. Now at Birkdale, the course runs through these enormous sand dunes with many of the holes sitting in flatter corridors between them. That means players can normally see where they're supposed to hit the ball. Unfortunately, seeing the correct place and actually hitting it are 2 very different things. Royal Birkdale also has more than 100 bunkers. Some are small, some are enormous. Now, GolfLoopz stood on some tees yesterday and couldn't count the number of bunkers lining some of the fairways. It's terrifying. But most famous of them all is the donut bunker. Yep, you heard me right, donut. It's a bunker with a small grassy island just in the middle, just like a little donut. Cool, but kind of weird at the same time. Now the very start of the round at Birkdale gets the nerves going already. It has an out-of-bounds fence all the way down the right-hand side, so no matter if you're Rory or Bryson, it's hard not to stand there and think, please do not hit it over that fence. Now Birkdale has produced an incredible list of Open winners. You might not know all these names, but trust me, they are legends. Arnold Palmer won here, so did Lee Trevino, Tom Watson, Ian Baker-Finch, Mark Amira and Padraig Harrington. The most recent Open here was won by Jordan Spieth in 2017, and he made a dramatic shot from the driving range on his way to victory, and I'll put that one in the show notes. Check it out, it's so cool. So who could win this week? Well, you know we always like to throw out a few predictions on GolfLoopz. As usual, Scottie Scheffler and Rory McIlroy are the two favourites. Is it boring to talk about them every time? No. They're the two best golfers in the world. Scottie is defending champ, but I have a sneaky feeling that Rory might edge it this week. Let's see. Outside of those guys, I think the big-hitting American Cameron Young, who won the Players in March, could go really well. He has been second in an Open before, so he knows his way around the links and is truly one of the best players in the world now. And, of course, it wouldn't be GolfLoopz without us giving a shout-out to our Scottish hero Bob McIntyre. He loves the links, and he'll be battling his way Bobby style around Birkdale all week. But the most talked about player by far this week will be local favourite Tommy Fleetwood. The gloriously long-haired fairway Jesus was born in Southport and grew up playing golf in this area. Birkdale will be ringing all week with cries of "Come on Tommy lad!" And if he won, the party won't stop for a month. And he could win. The crispy conditions play into his strengths of being able to control his ball, and this could be Tommy's time. But like I said at the top, GolfLoopz is at the Open all week. I'm excited just talking about it. I'll sniff my way around every inch of Royal Birkdale to bring you the inside scoop on what it's all really like. I'm recording this Wednesday morning, so today is a practice day for the players, and it might be my favourite. You get to see them try different little shots, listen to what they say to their caddies, and GolfLoopz could sit at the range all day and just watch these guys hit shots. I honestly think the security are going to start getting suspicious of me. I hang around there so much, but I just love it. They also have a huge screen set up there linked up to Top Tracer, so you can even see how far the guys are hitting it. By the end of the week, I hope you can imagine those crispy fairways underfoot, feel the wind and sea air, and be transported to the magic that is the Open, the original and greatest golf tournament in the world. Thanks for listening. Follow us on Insta for more insights during the week, and drop us a line about anything you'd like us to cover from Birkdale. Enjoy the Open if you're here or watching on TV, and we'll be back with a new pod with more later in the week. And remember, 4